Welcome to Skit Night, a day in the life of a Package A student. We hope you enjoy the show as you watch us go through our first day of classes.
Wow, there are a lot of examples about artichokes in this book. How could that possibly relate to syntax? Listen to this. The Man with the Artichoke of 1,000 Leaves. You know, sounds like the title of a children's book. Wait, let me see that. Wow.
Dude, we should write this. Like, this should happen.
For real? Yeah. Let's do it. Y'all, I'm excited about this summer. It seems like it'll be a breeze. Just 4 classes. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. Did you see that group of people huddled in the corner? One of them in a luggage cart. They were mumbling something about Canada, thesis-izing. I don't know, but it's a good thing we don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, it's going to be a piece of cake. So, not to interrupt our enjoyable conversation, but where are we going? How are we getting to class? This is super confusing.
Yeah, there's so much construction, it seems like everything's closed. Hey, let's ask her. Maybe she knows how to get to Gamble. Excuse me. This is our first day of classes, and we're trying to get to Gamble. But with all the construction, it's really confusing. Do you know the best way to get there?
Okay, let's see here. Yes, university's closed, so it makes it a bit of a challenge. Well, that's closed too. Well, there's a bunch of dots here, I can't do that. Got it.
So, how do we get there?
It's simple, you can't. It's impossible. Unless you have wings or you ignore the signs.
Okay, so I wrote down all the phrases from the textbook having to do with artichokes so we could draw inspiration from them.
And what did you come up with?
Well, I'm thinking there's this guy who lives in a desert.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
Students walk into class, dragging their feet and complaining about the insane amount of stairs.
Jeez, that was such an insane amount of stairs.
Students sit in chairs. Students wonder about all the toys on the table.
What are all these toys on the table?
I don't know, but I think that's the throwing.
The professor welcomes everyone to SLA.
Welcome everyone to SLA.
The professor opens with a word from the textbook.
Let's open a word from our textbook. Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 1 to 4. Ambiguous. Ambiguous, says the teacher. Utterly ambiguous. Everything is ambiguous. What do students gain from all the labors at which they toil under the fluorescent lighting? Generations come and generations go. But the ambiguity So basically, you're not going to talk in the next 3 weeks, so you gotta be okay with it.
Students turn to each other with questioning looks and whisper.
Guys, I have an idea. Why don't we sign instead?
The professor overhears.
No signing in this class.
Guys, I have a good idea. Why don't we write notes?
No.
Okay, here's a third idea. Why don't we use more soap?
The professor hands out tissues to the students.
What are these for?
Oh, I think they're for wiping the tears of our sorrow.
Well, yeah, she's right.
It's okay. It's fine.
That's good fun.
Everything's fine.
Fun.
I'm gonna do great. I did great.
But I feel like something has to go wrong here so that we can tie all of these phrases about the problems with artichoke. Like how they turn very mushy.
Right, so what would make an artichoke mushy?
I don't know, but I do know that a very mushy artichoke is a terrible condition for an artichoke to be in.
Yeah, I agree.
Should I use this sign? Or this phonetic inscription when I'm transcribing my sneeze? I think I have rising intonation for my sneezes.
Really? I use falling intonation.
That's weird.
You have entered into the hollow halls of articulating phonetics. And now, to enter this community, you must join us in the song of our people, or Madame Dictator shall find you. Low front to high front, unrounded. High front to back.
That was weird.
That was interesting.
Actually, I kind of want to join now. They seem like they really know how to put the culture.
At least they don't have the requirement to go buy a mason jar like that other weird cult in the cafeteria.
Yeah, I don't even know how to make a milkshake. I wouldn't make it that far.
I'm sure. Well, I'm thinking about this. What if instead of a desert, there's actually a drought? Because he used to grow very ripe, very juicy artichokes, but now he can't.
Well, that would explain the artichoke's 3 shriveled leaves.
Yeah, those in town.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I need 12 volunteers. Really fun game. Not our kids, please. All right, come on. Let's do our kids. All right. 3, 4, come on. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 5, right on. 7, 8. Wait, come on here. Put them on by your knees. Come on here. Come on by your knees first.
Come over here. Come on.
Your name is? Garrett. Yeah, and Andrew up there. Yeah. So, put these on. Team Andrew, Team Garrett. Team Gary. Put you on Team Andrew. Yes, Team Andrew.
We're totally in Garrett.
Team Andrew.
We're gonna sit.
Yes. 5, here. That team too. Okay. Red with the red team. Red with the blue team. Now find the seat with the red. Then find the seat with the blue. Yeah, that's blue. So use it. Okay, John.
I don't know.
You guys scoot back a little bit. Go right a little bit there. So, side. You guys want to go to the side? Side or front? Okay. The goal is you guys are going to hit this ball. Make sure there's a line here. Got this with it? You're right here. The rules are you cannot get out of your seat and stay seated. You can't use your feet. You can't use your hands. On the noodle. So, the red team will be hitting towards that way. The blue team's here. Do you want to come home? You want to come home?
No, you say they do that. Asher will come.
Asher.
What do you want to do? No, that's fine. Either way. So, okay, the red team's here, the blue team's sitting there. Alright? So we want to keep the ball on the ground. Much as possible. We want to play to 3 points.
So I'm red, so I'm trying to hit toward the red team. Cool.
You hit the ball with the noodle.
Can we hit our opponent?
No.
Can we hit our teammates?
Am I trying to get to the blue?
You're aiming towards your team color. Your red, you're aiming here. So red's here, blue here, yeah?
Go, blue team.
You try not to get the ball flying, best you can. Yeah. Don't want the ball
We'll
flying.
never give it to the Ducks.
Yes.
Yes! Go, team.
Alright, okay, ready? The game starts, team the ball hits the ground.
Okay, ready, blue?
Set. Oh, they're going to the ball. Right, catch the ball after you win it, Mikey. Like that. No, it doesn't count. It's both of them. It needs to go straight that way. Oh no. Ready? Start. Why don't you guys face out of it? Try that. Face out of it.
It's gonna be hard.
Alright, try that way. Try that way. Ready?
touching
my
obliques.
Okay. Fair.
If you look at this tree here, you'll see that mother is a sister to a grade.
Sister to a great what?
Sister to a grade.
To a great what?
To a grade.
But mother has no sister in the sentence.
Sure it does. A grade.
A great what?
A grade.
What? I don't get it. Don't tell me the sister has a sister.
Yeah, it's mine.
You're what?
No, just mine.
Yes, you're what? Tell me already.
No, not yours, just mine. Sister has a sister. Mine. It's plain and simple.
Whose sister am I?
Mine is a sister to sister.
Well, first I don't have a sister. But if I did, she would have a name. You know, her name would just not just be sister.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Sarah is not making any sense at all here.
Well, whatever it
Sister.
is. Well, whatever you guys say. Am I even needed for this?
Yeah, whatever. So, okay, yeah, whatever. So, mother is a sister to a great, and sister is a sister to mine.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly what? I don't understand anything I just said.
Technically, exactly is really a niece to daughters.
Exactly is a niece? Well, exactly is not a name. It's not a person. How can it be a niece? Exactly just is.
No, his is a sister to a great mother and to exactly 3 daughters.
What? What kind of sorcery is this? Okay, let me get this straight. Alright? You're saying mother is a sister to a great. A great what? Yes, I know. Like, we'll never know. So then sister is a sister to mine, and exactly is a niece to daughters, and is a sister to a great mother and to exactly 3 daughters.
Yes, you got it. Great.
Great, okay, I'm not, great what? I'm not even gonna ask because I just can't. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. Great hard. Sarah. Okay. Sure. What do you have there?
Oh, this is salad.
That's Lucky Charms. How is that a salad?
You know, I could call that soup.
Well,
Yeah.
you could call it soup,
I could call
but
it soup.
it's a salad for, well, here's why.
Why
So,
is that?
if you have a salad phrase and it's made up of 2 constituents, a base phrase and a dressing phase. So, in this case, my base phrase is my cereal, Lucky
Yes.
Charms,
Okay.
and my dressing is milk.
That's
salad.
a lot of dressing.
Isn't there a higher proportion of milk in cereal? Because if there is, the main base would be a liquid, and then there would be cereal in it. That makes it soup. I think we'd all agree that soup has a main base of some type of liquid.
Yes.
Don't we?
Yes.
I think this depends on one morally defining question. Do we start with the cereal first or with the milk? If we start with the milk, I can see why you can call it a soup. But what kind of morally misguided person would start with milk?
I mean, what's your definition of morally misguided? I'm asking for a friend. It's not about me.
Hey guys, what'd you do?
Well, so I'm eating a salad.
That's not salad. That's soup.
And I'm not morally misguided. I'm after
So, yeah.
I could understand that, but if it's not a soup and it's not a salad, could it be a sandwich?
Sandwich.
No, a sandwich? That's incorrect.
Morally misguided.
Yes.
Yes. Are they really arguing about this?
Okay. Is there any way to tie in the artichoke in the moon?
I'm not seeing it.
Okay, how about the artichoke's ultimate destruction?
Okay, we're trying to write a children's book.
Come on, they can handle it.
We'll see about it. We'll see.
Welcome to Sociolinguistics. We are going to start off with a very important topic, the Entitlement Sustainability Scale for Gen Zers. It is also called the EGIDS. We will discuss how they sustain their entitlement in this unfair world. Did anyone read any of the examples in the book about the scale? Can anyone tell me what the 5 points of EGIDS are? Yes.
Well, they're the expanded, graded, intergenerational disruption scale.
No, wrong. Yes.
Well, fam jam. That would be entitled generation of a skitty dankness scale.
That's correct.
Did you pass me a pencil?
Yeet!
Goodness, just hand the pencil over. You don't need to throw it.
Yeet!
That is not okay. Wait, what happened? I don't have any more lines here in this scene.
It's blank.
What happened that night?
Wait, what?
So,
We were supposed to have more, and then we were
sitting in the scene.
we were planning the skit, and then no, it's coming. Oh yeah.
I remember.
Okay.
yeah.
That's what happened.
It was a good concert.
It was really good.
No regrets.
So stealing weenie. That was yummy. All right. Great.
Too many artichokes. I've never thought so much about artichokes in my entire life.
But we're so close, like just a few more lines and we'll have the story finished.
This better be worth it. It feels like all we've been doing today is walking and talking about nothing but artichokes.
I mean, yeah.
Wait, was today the first day of classes?
I don't know, was it?
Hey everybody! Welcome to SLA Lab. So, I know we're supposed to use the dolls and all, but I didn't forget them at home. We're gonna shake things up a little, okay? So, let's get ready to rumble! SLA World Wrestling Entertainment! Woo! Hey!
I have no idea, but we're not supposed to talk, so I think we just let it play out.
Yeah! Yeah, you're literally going to play this out. You two, first, let's go. Come on, let's go. Okay, ready? Just stand there. Okay, ready? Okay. The man is in the corner. The boy. The man runs to the boy. The boy hits the man. Do it, yeah! The man sits on a chair. The boy runs to the man. The man hits the boy. The boy lies on the ground. The man stands. The boy sits on the floor. The man jumps on the table. Yeah! The boy takes the chair. The man sees the boy. The boy throws the chair to the man. The man sees the chair. The chair hits the man. The man sits on the table. The boy jumps on the table. The man hits the boy. The boy lies on the floor. Ready? The man jumps on the boy!
was crazy.
My favorite thing I did today was learning how to say "be" in phonetics. What did you say? "Be." It means leaf.
It sounds like you got laryngitis halfway through that word.
Well, I learned about prefixing in morphosyntax.
What's that?
It's when someone tries to fix something before it's broken and it's
Guys, we're gonna be so smart at the end of the summer.
If only we could figure out how to get back to the dorm.
I know, we're not technically supposed to walk over there.
Guys, I found the solution for the construction! See this?
I think I'll be an immoral scoundrel and walk. I know.
We've got it! We finished our book! Do you guys want to hear it?
By the way, I did draw this. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived in a mysterious land far, far away. It was once a land filled with abundance, especially in the plants, the fruits, and the vegetables that people grew. Everyone had their own orchards and vineyards and gardens where they grew their own unique kinds of food, and many shared in the toil and the feasting together. The people would cross the mountains every year to trade seeds and fruit with the other villages, and many different varieties or cultures of plants were made this way. However, some people who had gardens began to grow jealous of the other villages, orchards, and vineyards, and so in bitterness, they refused to trade their vegetables and seeds any longer. They even blocked the paths through the mountains, so no one could obtain their vegetables anymore. Soon, however, with no new plants or seeds to grow with their old varieties, they became a monocultural land. The one kind of plant they still grew in abundance was the artichoke. This was the state of the land when Esai was born in a small village in the shadow of the mountains. He was a man who never knew the days of plenty, never met the people from across the mountains. He only knew the artichoke fields and the barren deserts that lie beyond them, and Esai was content with that. From his youth, he had a gift for growing the lovely bulbous plants in the spacious gardens behind his little orange house. And for many years, people across the village would admire his many extremely ripe artichokes and his skill in trimming and pruning the stalks so that new growth next year would produce even bigger artichoke leaves and fruit. But just when Esai was full grown, the rain stopped coming across the mountains during the summer, and a terrible drought fell upon the land. Many of the artichoke's leaves shriveled and dried up unless they were heavily watered, and then they might get mushy. And mushy is a terrible state for an artichoke to be in. Soon, water and food were scarce. But in their pride, Esai's people refused to cross over the mountains to seek help, for they wanted to keep growing the crops in their own way. Now no one across the whole village would come to admire Esai's skill, they only begged for food. Esai's family was also close to starving, so they urged him to hide his gift at growing artichokes, so that no one could take advantage of them. Sharing and compassion were forbidden for him out of duty for his own, but he still wanted to make the best out of what he had. Because there were no seeds or any other hardier varieties of vegetables to give life to the land,
Asai had to think of new, inventive ways to help his precious plants thrive. He began taking treks out to the desert to find how the cacti and other desert plants might manage to survive without rain. Asai studied and took notes on how the plants took in the dew at night and stored it in their leaves, even under the blazing sun. He found a way to build up this trait in his artichoke's shriveled leaves so that they grew huge once again. One day, he found a beautiful oasis in the midst of the desert, and feeling inspired, he decided, I'm going to stay here and grow the biggest, most juicy, and filling artichoke in all the land. Then, everyone in my village will have enough to eat, and we will have plenty of seeds for the next year. Asai stayed there and tended his artichoke plant for 1 whole year, keeping it a secret from everyone, even his family. The great green stalk stretched high like a tower, and slowly all of the smooth, jade-colored leaves unfurled from the stalk. The artichoke grew so large that it cast a shadow that stretched miles beyond the oasis when the sun set. 1,000 leaves it bore, and it would bear much fruit soon as well. Enough to care for everyone, Asai thought as he looked up at his creation. One day, late in the year, Asai had clambered up to the top of the artichoke near the stalk, wiggling in beneath the giant leaves to get rid of any pests. But as he climbed higher, he saw that he could see farther in the distance than ever before. There was his village. He could see his parents' house, his old friends. He could also see the tops of the mountains, so familiar yet so different. And a little farther away, beyond the mountains, he could see something new. Green. A different kind of green than artichoke green. This was the emerald green of pines and vineyards, but there were only patches of it. For he could also see the other villages, and they seemed to suffer as much as his did. The drought was affecting them all, and because no one shared anything anymore, the land was dying. It's all going to die if I don't do something, Asai thought desperately, feeling his buried compassion rise again. He saw now the damage that the people's pride had done to the land and to themselves, and saw now that sharing his creation would help everyone equally. So he got to work. Asai cut off some of the leaves of his perfect artichoke and brought them to his village. They were amazed at his skill, but still resistant to change their ways and open up the mountain passes again. So Asai took the leaders to see the state of the other lands from atop the artichoke. And after seeing the work of his hands and his mind, they respected him and followed his leading. So Asai's people came out of the shadows and crossed the mountains again, starting to trade seeds and fruits and vegetables with the other villages, creating a multicultural land once again. Asai's artichoke grew 1,000 ancestors, and they were used to help start 1,000 more varieties. Asai knew both abundance and compassion in his old age, and he felt that he had given life his all. The moral of the story, as taken from Syntax and Morphology, is we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Thank you, SIO, for everything you've already given to us. We hope to make life happen everywhere we go and give back what we've been given.
Treats over in the ground floor of West.
Yes, you are welcome to join us. And thank you once again. We really have already been so changed by SIL.